Hello all, hope you is goo. Welcome back to EU4 and the Mongol Empire. Yes, I'm back to being at war with Indochina, but don't worry, this time isn't me being totally occupied, it's just Ayatollah and Diviet. So I'm really not fussed. We're doing fine. I will, however, take care of their troops somewhere down the line around here, just to try and prevent them from being a pain. We've got sieges going on elsewhere, so they should be relatively under wraps. I'm also now only 60,000 manpower in the hole, which for me is currently 15 months because we're gaining 4k a month. I may eventually enact the manpower edicts at some point. I am earning quite a fair chunk of money these days, so it could be done. And of course I'll be gaining even more money when I take even more provinces. So, Diviet. I've got a fair chunk of your land. Give me a fair chunk of your provinces. That will do. That's like half of what they currently have. Excellent. I only took 3 provinces, but don't worry. I took plenty of them off them last war. And now I don't even have to make them the main belligerent. I can just annex them in the next time I truce break Ayatollah. Which of course I will be soon. I want to full annex Ayatollah, so truce breaks galore, i.e. like 2 more truce breaks because they're just over 200% in total, so I need to truce break them twice. However, they might be just under 2 wars by the time I increase my stab a few more times from truce breaking. And I can also kick rebels, Kazakh separatists, spare me, and the Swedes. There we go. I know it's expensive, but I've currently got sword mana to spare. Out the years, I'm still 5 years ahead of tech. Oh yeah, hold on. I actually do need to go to tech 18, don't I? I don't have sword mana to spare, by the way. Oh well, whatever. We get tech 18 soon enough. People are leaving my coalition. It's small fry that shouldn't really have been in the coalition to begin with, so don't get your hopes up too high. Let's bird manor a few more provinces. I said I wanted to work on a few of my accepted cultures, just to start running through them. And I can now go and do om nom lom nom. Nice. There we go. That also changes the colour of that wasteland. It's all starting to come up roses. Then Ayatollah, please don't siege back your capital. I will be taking it. And from this war, specifically, I would of course like their forts. So when I take you on, we'll make the peace deal something like this. At minimum. Then from there I'll work out. I would of course be taking everything, so I'm going to be bordering the people in Malacca as it is, so that's not a worry of mine. Who is Malacca allied to? Speaking of the actual region, let's see. Bulgarian, again, they want to be an enemy for just like the entire time. Petani and Ake, lovely. I'll actually annex Bulgarian when I start taking on Malacca. So, I'm not fussed. More places have got more of my culture. Excellent stuff, just as they're meant to. So what will I take extra in the first peace deal? Oh! Oh, CB on Chukchi. Nice. It's happening. It's happening. This is not a drill. I can take on the whole. I can take on the clan councils now. So let's grab. I said I was going to grab the Merc company for that. So I think I'll actually stick with it because they don't really need to do much. They can take as long as they want. I want to keep this down here just as a deterrent for dealing with these guys. Quite honestly. So I'm not fussed. I'm missing an advisor. Let's make it a level 1 for now, because I don't really need bird mana. I'd rather save the income. And yes, I'm willing to keep on my manpower modifier guy. And once again, that can just save money and help save up the treasury. Admin. Inflation reduction might be useful, but I'll keep on the theologian. Quite frankly. So yeah, I'm actually quite content with where my advisors are at under them conditions. Siege more land. Ooh, this is a far easier peace deal. Far easier war than the previous one in the region. Again, something to do with not having everyone else in and eliminating them all out. It's kind of working in my favour. Well, I just said something about the timber. Ah, whatever. Ajam. Again, you've still got massive amount of aggressive expansion. I don't think you're ever going to leave the coalition unless it literally folds in on itself. 132 plays 135. Every province I siege is more important than every province you siege, Ayatollah. You've got hundreds of provinces of mine to siege. In fact, I have 1,000 provinces now. 1,000 provinces. Excellent. And a few more on top of that. Okay. Let's raise more provinces. And start working on that clan council shenanigans. I think my mercs were nearly in position. And of course, once these provinces finish coring, I'll just truce break Ayutthaya. I'll finish off Daiviet as well. Then I might also work on Lan Na. Okay. That brings me hopefully under the overextension limits. Hopefully. That'll do. And again, I don't really need forts, so let's get rid of them. I just don't want them to have any forts to make my occupations on them easier. Go, back in we come. My mercs are nearly there because I am a horde. And my movement speed is really nice, even in these big bulky provinces. Look at that though, isn't that nice? Really coming along. Don't worry, I know Delhi can be done. Easy peasy. They are allied to Morocco and the Ottomans. Oh, they're guaranteeing Mongkong. I have a way around. I would declare war on Mongkong. How long is my truce with them until? 1627, 9 years. Oh, I've got plenty of time. So, fight Mongkong. Annex Mongkong and Tangu. Use the truce with Delhi created by the war with Mongkong to truce break them and remove them from the game. Easy. Easy peasy. Don't worry, for anyone who's been annoyed by Delhi's presence, they will be not a presence soon. I think I've already done the fall of Vijayanagar, right? No, I haven't done the fall of Hindustan yet. Alright, so when I do that, core creation cost reduction. Very nice. I can get behind that. And yeah, these guys are Muslim down here. So, their relations with me aren't as bad, because although I'm truce breaking people nearby, it's the wrong religion. And yes, I'm under the overextension limit. Good stuff. And I might, or I should, actually no, I'm gonna do it. So I should speed up the Grand Palace. The extra 5% gov cap is going to be worth quite a bit at the end of the day. So let's bring in Codin. I'll take these two guys on, and then I can do Kamchatka and Chavchaveni together. I did try to co-belligerate code in there so that I could include the other two in one war altogether, but nah, they only allied each other in halves, so this is as good as I can do. Could have tried force marching into Codin, see if I could get there in time, but that's okay. I can just save my sword mana. I could do with Tech 18 soon anyway. Okay, you're going into the Terra Incognita. The one province I don't have sight on. That's embarrassing. This is why the spread needs to happen, please, game. I have 2 out of 3 of the provinces that border it. I feel like I should have the ability to see it. Just saying. Oh well, if they come back out of the TI and they move in a certain way, I can fight the unit. For now, I'm just going to assault the fort of Korolevem just to stop them. Then I'll go deal with that little created unit from Kamchatka. Yes, this is literally just to speed things up slightly. To make things convenient. They're definitely staying in that Terra Incognita province. So I know where the units are, so that's not a problem. Then we'll go take on the Chukchi units. And Brandenburg and Saxony are about to come to heads. Good for you. So Ayatollah 150% still. Yeah, I'll have to do 2 more wars. That's fine. No less than expected, really. And the 2 provinces that are about to rise up from Burmanas are because they are the separatist sentiment provinces. That's fine. I'll just station a unit. Maybe not the bigger ones. Let's do the one that's mostly damaged. Actually, send that in to say Bijapur. Yeah, let's go to Bijapur with that one. Sounds fine to me. Codin are still in Terra Incognita. They're not visible on the map, so that's easy. So I can just siege down Chukchi, annex the 2, be done with it. And don't worry, I know I don't really have much in the way of vision on the New World. Even if one of the colonial nations from one of the guys I take out break out, I'll have imperialism by that time, I'm sure, so I can just attack who I want. Besides, I could always just use best CB, worst comes to worst. I'm now 30k men in the hole. It's improving. I'll say that much, it's improving. That's slower than what it was earlier. I'm not going to bang the fort on Chukchi, I'm just going to let that take the time it needs to. Quite honestly. I need to keep my sword mana for Tech 18 now. So the next admin GovCap burst is at 20, which will give me 250, currently modified by 40%. So add 40% to 250 and you've got another 100 on top, meaning that it will be 350 GovCap extra from that tech. But actually, of course, we need to account for the fact that another 5% will be given. So it's another little chunk of change on top. Sorry, my head's not in the thing to do. Hold on. A tenth is 25. So we'll add another 12.5 on top. So it will give me 362.5 gov cap in total from having tech 20. Until I grab more gov cap from Spain. Speaking of which, how's Naples doing? I need more gov cap from Naples. Don't I? It's only giving me nothing so far. So when I get more money, I need to increase the Royal Palace of Caserta. But hey, Grand Palace is a percent modifier. That's more important right now. So that's why my priorities lied as such. And yes, I can take out more corruption loans, but no. I've got absolutism now. I want that to continue to be the case. When's my coring finished? March 1620. Okay, let's go up to game speed 3 for a bit. Ooh, now we're going up in gears. How about speed 4? All I'm doing is sieging down a clan council. So let's just speed it up a little. Nicely done. Then let's purchase the yearly absolutism first, then the admin efficiency. I think that's the inefficient way to do it. I think you want the admin efficiency first, but I kind of want to get up to max quicker. So, yeah. I mean, they're both good to take, right? They're just nice, easy bonuses to have. So I'm not complaining. Then in this era, I'll also want harsher treatment. The rest of it, couldn't care less. There you go. That's my answer to it. And wow, I'm only at 10,000 manpower loss with a positive manpower value. Keep it up. Good stuff. And how does Sino-Altec look on the map? Oh, doesn't that look really nice? We are absolutely doing numbers on the culture conversions. Right, let's take both of these guys. Of course. Such is the plan. And the rebels will come out through the fog in a second. Great power list. Denmark and... Hold on, what's going on? Great Britain versus Denmark. Can't intervene because there's not thingy. But Great Britain and Spain are together. Ah, so GB attacked Denmark, as expected. And then Spain attacked GB on the back of it. Interesting. Struggle for power ends. Is this where they get rid of the Sejm? Yeah, they've got rid of their Sejm government. So now it's not the same. Now it's different. Baden have left the coalition. Frankfurt have left the coalition. Thank goodness. I was worried about that. Coherent separatists. There you go. Or I should say there you go. So now it should discover me Chavchaveni and Kamchatdos. Hopefully. In an ideal world. And as much as I still want soldiers' households as well, let's build manufactories to get my income up first. Then we go for the manpower. My current monthly manpower is looking okay. And let's lose more corruption. I know I said high corruption is good from a unrest point of view, but right now I want the power cost reduction from, or you know, reduce the power cost increase, I suppose would be the more accurate way to look at it. So the state of Ishim has been centralized. How about we do Shandong as well? Again, I'm using my Gov reform progress now, I think, just to centralize states. It all works out to the similar sort of thing. While I've said that the Gov cap itself would be more flexible, Centralizing states is also not bad. So they gave up their alliance with Diviet. Interesting. And as before, ignoring war exhaustion, only increasing stab. Reducing war exhaustion, of course, will decrease my absolutism. Not what I currently want. So yeah, there you go. And we have trade dispute versus Ragusa, whatever. Couldn't really care less. And I'll keep this fort on for when I can take these guys on. Then once they're removed, I'll take it off because it won't actually be needed. And oh no, my stability. I lost it. That's a shame. More absolutism for me, I suppose. Anyway, I'm nearly Tech 18 on Mill. Perfect. And Ayatollah are in Foshi. Okay. Something about the coalition. I imagine someone else around here joined it. That's fine in my book. And as for the Barmanid separatists, yeah, you know what? Let's just keep this unit around here. I might actually invoke the rebels after this war. Provoke revolt. That's the one. Let's send this to go deal with Ayutthaya. More people leaving the coalition, thank goodness. So people around here are increasing it, people over there are decreasing it. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Even though, to be fair, of course, once I've taken on more of this region, there'll be nobody in this region to be in the coalition, so that also works out nicely. Okay, second fort of Ayutthaya sieged. Then Pagarion. Do I just annex Pagarion at this point? Do I just bring my... hold on. How many cogs do I have? 47. I need to make more cogs. Honestly. Not even 50 would be enough. I need about 80 now. But I also need to put my money into making more money. So, we'll see. Now let's bring this over here. Again, I could just ignore Pagarion. I need to fight them when I fight Malacca anyway. And deal with it then. There's no harm in this war. I suppose is one way to look at it. And yes, I'm purposely not stamping down the Barmanid separatists, because although that would give me absolutism, I do need the next tech. So I'm just going to let it roll. Let's also bring the game speed back down. We're a little too fast right now. Just hold your horses. Just because my game speed is lower doesn't mean that the actual gameplay is any lower. In fact, this has helped me again control the what's going on. And it's not like this is going to be more episodes than what a World Conquest would be anyway. I mean, the Korea one was 90 or such. And that was on a higher game speed. See Thep. You see Thep, you siege Thep. Marvellous. Ignore the war exhaustion is high little button there. War exhaustion is what they mean is my war enthusiasm is high. Really? I want people taken out. I think what I'll do is let's finish off Ayutthaya, then hit Mongkong to to take out Delhi as well. Then maybe deal with Malacca. I think I want Delhi off the map. After Ayutthaya. Then we can circle back around. As for Malta, who's currently in control of Malta? The Knights. Also, Portugal's defender of the Catholic faith right now, not France. Interesting. Spain are winning against GB. But Denmark pieced out with GB, so... Oh, sorry, Spain and that... And GB, actually. So, yeah. They, didn't get much taken by the GB, but the Commonwealth are sure eating them. Look at that. Got half of, the land there. Marvellous. Or I'll be cutting Commonwealth down to size at some point as well. As is the case with the rest of the world. For sure. More cultures converting. Let's grab another factory. And again, I'm not actually really opting for one faith, but what I could do at some point is take religious ideas. Combine that with the fact that I later on will have Unified Islam. Have the Caliphate to have even more missionary strength. And I could also try and get a one faith in. But honestly, I just wanted to do the sign I want to take for the fun of it. It's nice. So why is my war score not as high as I expect? Because we've not actually had enough battles for the ticking war score, so it looks worse than what it is. That's another heir that's trampled by horses. That's a shame. Again, such is the way of our nomadic lifestyle. Nothing I could do, dude. Seriously though, where are the Ayutthayan troops? There's none of them. They got bored. They're now just accepting their fate. Gotcha. You know what? That also works. Not going to complain. A few more culture conversions. Very nice. Brandenburg want access for their war versus Saxony. I'm sure having my access is going to help you quite a lot. Angkor Wat is a great project in this game, right? Good. I mean, tech cost. But I can't make use of this. You can see it pertains to anything of an Eastern style religion, not Muslim. Okay, Chavchaveni, finally. We're also called in Kamchatka. They can't go anywhere because of zone of control from Pajinha. I'll take on Kamchatka first so that they don't ask me for unconditional surrender. Then we'll take them both out, and then I'm basically complete on my borders. I just need this. And then I'll take this when I come down here. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting about Africa. Or anything of the sort. What I could even do, seeing as it's nice and easy and viable to do, is I can just do a no CB war versus any of these guys. Kilwa, Antamoro, Mahafali. I mean, I've got the coring range for this all. So I could literally just get myself in on their lands. No real problems. Also, I don't have a CB versus the Maldives. Let's fix that. Right, so peace with Ayutthaya will be annul your alliance versus with, or sorry, not versus, but with Bulgaria. We'll take this. Then they'll be under 100%, and I'll just take them out next time. Bop. Good enough for now. So now Ayutthaya are 83%. Excellent. Again, imagine if I still had the Age of Reformation bonuses for War Holocaust versus other religions. That would just be so tasty right now. But hey, is what it is, right? I'm still doing plenty good enough here, I would say. Even without that bonus. The fact I'm getting minus 90% as it is good enough. So, tech up. Excellent. And then let's take the musket charge cavalry. Hold on. Yeah, the musket charge cavalry is slightly better. And for cannons, let's take the leather cannon because it's the offensive version. Remember, with cannons, as long as you're not doing a cannon only run, they'll always be in your back line. So you want offensive pips over defensive pips because they're not going to be taking any damage. The offensive and defensive isn't about whether you're attacking a unit or defending against a unit. It's literally just damage given versus damage taken in ticks of battles. So, front line, give it more defensive ticks unless, you know, I'm being aggressive like this. But if it was an infantry front line, I would be more defensive pipped. But for some reason when I go horses, I still keep offensive pipped. I suppose it's like press the advantage or whatever. I can't explain my reasoning, but that's just my reasoning. But hey, I've just noticed the episode timer. Oopsie. So for now, we'll end things here. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.